Hi, so this is number 6. So it's the second part of my sequence, and in the number 7, we'll put it all together. So we are going to move into slightly more dynamic work now. So we're going to work into downward facing dog, a warrior, a balance, a tree pose, a bridge pose. So this is slightly harder. Requires slightly more strength, I would say. Okay, so just being aware of that. But as we normally do, starting off seated. So just try and get into the routine of being seated, whatever way you are, whatever's comfortable, block, cushion. Okay, it's hard work sitting down on a mat. It's not easy, especially trying to have the straight spine. So you might possibly find that it's not easy. It takes years of practice to sit comfortably like this. Believe it or not, often the simple poses in yoga, just like sitting comfortably, nice straight spine, core pulled in, they can be a lot harder than some of the more complicated things, the things that we don't really think about. So hard can be hard. Don't underestimate how much strength it requires and flexibility to sit like this. Okay. If you find it difficult, don't be surprised. Relaxing shoulders, closing the eyes. Again, just taking that awareness inside. How is my body today? How am I feeling? Where is my mind at? So again, don't forget the connection, mind, body, breath. Okay, that's where we're aiming for. It's very hard to switch off that mind. Try and switch it off by focusing on the breath in, the breath out, calming that breath down. It's a very simple way to calm the whole nervous system down, an even breath. So breathing in and out for the same amount of time. Calming and soothing. So just closing the eyes and we'll just sit here for a moment, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, and breathing in, and breathing out. We'll take 2 more breaths, I think. Breathing in and out, and breathing in and out. So if the eyes are closed, just opening the eyes. So again, before we work into these poses, normally do a little bit of a warm up just to gradually stretch and warm up the muscles a little bit, move those joints, okay? Get all the synovial fluid that lubricates your joints, getting that moving. So taking the arms out, just big circles with the wrists, rotate those wrists. Because we are going to do a little bit of weight on the wrist, so just need to mobilize those joints. You might feel it in the wrists today. Give them a bit of a shake out. Then we're going to take the arms out and we're just going to stretch back through that right one. And then just stretch forward, not forcing, not straining, so just gently stretching through this wrist joint. Okay, stretch back and forwards. And then opposite side, stretching back, stretching forwards, stretching back and forwards. Very important to keep the joints mobilized. We're going to stretch the hands today. Stretch your fingers, tip of the index finger and thumb together. Try and straighten your other 3 fingers when you do that one. Middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Often forget about these hands. Stretch. Clasp your hands, breathe in. Exhale away. So these arms at shoulder height, raising the arms up and just that gentle stretch from side to side, just stretching here. It's a nice gentle stretching through the arms, through the shoulders. Maybe feel it in the back. Come to center. And now we're going to do a twist today. So twist to your right. So I'm going to mirror you. Twist to right. You want to breathe into center. Exhale, twist left. So not just turning the head and neck. We want to try and move that whole spine. Breathe into center. Exhale, right. Breathe into center. Exhale, left. Breathe into center. Then we're just going to exhale straight. Try and keep these arms straight here. Try and keep those sit bones, that bottom on the mat. Breathing up. Exhale, left. Breathing up. Exhale, right. and inhale. And exhale. And then breathing up. Palms forwards now. So you're going to fold forwards. Exhale. Again, a nice stretch through the back. Try and draw the chest down towards your feet. Might not come anywhere near it, but don't worry. Breathe in, reach up, stretch up. Exhale down. And breathe in up. And then exhale down. And then breathe in all the way up. Exhale. Just doing some shoulder rolls. Just moving your shoulders again. Breathe in, shoulders up. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Draw them down. Place where you can hold a lot of tension in the shoulders. Inhale up. Exhale, back and down. And then inhale up. Exhale, back and down. Do you remember that breath? So inhale, shoulders up. And inhale. And inhale. Just give them a little roll. So as I said, a little bit more dynamic. You might feel it in the wrists today. First pose we are going to do is our downward facing dog. So I'll just demonstrate just to remind you. So we did this on a chair and against the wall. So your hands are forward. So I'm just going to show you first before you practice. So you turn your toes under, we lift up. Now, you want to draw the weight into the heels. The heels might not come down to the floor. It doesn't matter if they're high. It doesn't matter. You're going to try and draw them down. Now, your spine is straight and the legs are straight, if possible. Okay? You're really trying to feel that lovely stretch through the back of the legs. Okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to come up and we're going to try and hold. I'm also going to pedal the feet. So one heel down as one heel lifts. And again, we'll just gradually stretch through the backs of the legs. So we're going to do the pedaling first. And then we'll draw the heels down. And if you can, we hold. If not, you come down and you just rest here or rest here. So this is child's pose. Okay. So if you don't want to hold, just bring your bottom down and rest. Okay. The hands toward the front and mat, shoulder width apart, feet hip width apart. We turn the toes under, breathe in. And then we exhale, lift up. So downward facing dog, weight in the heels here. Lifting through the tailbone. And then we just lift one heel up, bend the knee, one heel down. And then we just pedal. So gently pedaling here. So you're just gently working into one leg and then the other. So just pedaling feet. So breathing in and out as we do this. Try not to hold your breath. So just gently pedaling the feet. Breathing in and out. So just nice pedal off the feet. Breathing in and out. Then you lift the heels high, lift up onto the toes, get a lovely stretch through the feet. And then you draw the heels down. Can you hold here? 3 breaths. Lift up through that bottom. Breathing in and out. Keep breathing here. Keep the head and neck relaxed. Breathing in. Breathing out. And deep breath in. As you breathe out, you're just going to bring the knees down. Bottom back to heels, and then we will rest. So just relaxing. Child's pose, arms extended or arms behind, palms up. Really widen the shoulders here. 3 breaths. So just let go there for 3 breaths. So breathing in and out. Deep breath in and out. And deep breath in and out. How was that? Probably feel that heart's going a little bit more. It is quite dynamic there. If you're not used to it, feel like you're doing quite a lot, but don't forget to always breathe. So we're going to come up to some standing poses now, working into Warrior 1. So coming up to Warrior 1. And we're also going to do Warrior 2 today. So we're going to work into Warrior 1 and we're going to a Warrior 2. So for Warrior 1, we're going to step forwards with our right leg. Okay. And we're going to bend that knee. So your opposite foot is slightly out and then when it's flat on the floor. Okay, you want this knee over the ankle. I'm going to breathe and raise the arms. So this is Warrior 1, 3 breaths. And I did demonstrate Warrior 2 in the first round. So we're going to move into 2. So 3 breaths in warrior 1. Breathing in. So palms facing each other. Arms are parallel. Okay. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. And breathing in. Now as you breathe out, warrior 2. So come sideways on. Do you remember this pose? Arms are at shoulder height. Looking towards right hand. Check your left arm is at shoulder height. So I'm going to look towards you. 3 breaths, breathing in and out. Inhale, exhale, and breathing in and out. Just straighten and lower the arms. So turning that foot in and left foot out now. So opposite side. So we're going to do warrior 1 and warrior 2. So take a deep breath in, exhale, bend, left knee, raise the arms. So opposite side now. Try and keep this knee over the ankle. 3 breaths. So breathing in. And actually turn towards that left knee. Breathing in. Breathing out. And breathing in. As you breathe out now, arms out at shoulder height. Check your right arm. Look towards your left. 3 breaths. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. And breathing in. And out. Straightening. Just lower the arms down. If you can, turn towards that left foot and re-step in. Just give the arms and legs just a little bit of a shake out. So quite strong. Begin to work into your legs and you'll realize how heavy it is to keep your arms out. So as I mentioned, your arms can get quite heavy if you're not used to lifting them. And you don't need weights if you've got these arms to lift. So that was our warrior sequence. Now, working into balance, we're going to do the classic tree pose. Now, do you remember this one? We use the wall and we take the foot out or up or all the way up. Okay. If you want to use the wall again, that's fine. If you want to do it freestanding, that's fine too. So, normally when I do this, I do a little bit of breathing because sometimes that can really help with your focus in your balance. If you want to practice your balance on the floor, squishy surfaces can be quite difficult to balance on. But best before we do, we're just going to focus now on our breath and just try and bring everything down a bit. So just bring a bit of focus. Again, that connection, mind, body, breath for our balance. This is just a nice calming breath. Fingertips almost touching. And you breathe in, imagine gathering the energy to your belly button. And we exhale, palms down. Then we inhale to our heart center, roughly to the heart. And exhale. So just push the palms down with this one. You breathe into throat center. Breathe out, down. And then we breathe in, bring the palms together. And we exhale. So we're going to do that 3 times all together. So number 2, breathing into your belly button. Exhale, just keeping that breath even here. Do it with the eyes closed if you want. Inhale to your heart. Exhale. Breathing into throat center, a calming breath. Exhale. And then we breathe in all the way up, palms together. And we exhale. So we're going to do that one more round. Breathing into belly button. Exhale. So really soothing, meditative breath. Breathe into heart. Breathe out. Breathing into throat center. Breathing out. And then we're going to breathe in all the way up, palms together. And we breathe out. So, as I mentioned, if you want to bring a chair in to use like we did in the other sessions, you can. Or again, our guru, the wall, can always help. So, if you want to do it freestanding, being mindful, you're not going to fall over or hurt yourself. Okay. Practicing safely at all times. Okay. So, right toes to right hand side. Keep that hip open. We try not to bring the knee forwards. We want that knee to the side. Now, if you want to keep the toes on the floor, that's fine. If you want to lift it to the calf, that's good. You can bring it on your knee, but it does put quite a lot of pressure on that knee joint. So try and avoid placing it there if you can. Or bringing it all the way up to the inside. If you keep the gaze to the floor, there's like a gaze point, a drishti point on the floor, it's called. It's a focus point that you can use because that might help to keep the eyes lowered. The more you raise the eyes up, the harder it is. Hands to heart center and breathing, taking the arms up. And then you can open the arms like the branches of a tree. Maybe bring the tip of the index finger and thumb together. Palms are up here. Hold and breathe. Just noticing how your balance is because it can vary from side to side. Still breathing in your balance, not holding the breath. And then bringing your hands together. Carefully coming down to your heart center. And just lower. Give that standing leg a shake out. Trying that one on the opposite side. So left toes to the side now. As I said, it can have a really big difference from side to side. And most of all, I think people find that they hold their breath when balancing, but still try and breathe. Because when you hold your breath, you kind of tense. And we don't want to be too rigid. We still want a bit of movement, okay? It's that fine balance, literally. So toes to the side, left toes, lift that foot off, or all the way up. And hands to heart center. Maybe raising the arms up, keeping the gaze lowered, it can help. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed here if you open the arms and holding and breathing on this side. Breathing in and breathing out. Palms together and carefully. And then just give that standing leg shake out. How was that one? So we're going to add a little tiptoe balance. So we've just got a little bonus here. This is nice because you get a great stretch to the feet. So feet underneath hips. Clasp your hands, breathe in. Exhale, hands. You're going to raise the arms up and just lift up on tiptoes, stretching through the feet, lifting as high as you can. Breathe in. Lifting high here. Pull that core in. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly the shoulders are rolled. And I'm going to come down onto the mat. So we're going to do a bridge pose. Well, I'll just show you before we practice together. So this one was where the heels or feet are on the mat, hip width apart, and we lift the hips. So I'm just going to demonstrate. So we did this against the wall and on the chair, but we're going to do it with our back on the floor to start off with. Now you can hold the ankles or your palms down. Head is on the floor, shoulders are on the floor. So I'll just show you first. So you breathe in. So we come up on the breath in. Our bridge pose, we lift up high. You might be able to tuck your shoulders under. If you do, keep the arms on the mat. So you can hold the ankles. And we hold here and lift. If you can tuck the shoulders under, you might be able to come up a little higher. When we lift up, try and have the feet hip width apart because we don't want the knees to widen. We want the knees to basically come forwards. So you should feel that lovely stretch through the thighs when we do this one. Okay. So your back is down and your feet are parallel. So feet facing forward. We don't want the feet out, penguin feet. We want the feet parallel. Keeping hips, everything in alignment. Okay. Chin is in, so try not to lift the chin up. Chin in, head on the mat. And your palms are down. As I said, you can hold the ankles if you can reach the ankle. And we come up on the breath in, okay? So breathing in, we lift hips high. So the knees come forwards. Maybe tucking shoulders under. Come up a little higher here. Really lift those hips. You should feel that working in these thighs. And if you can, 3 breaths. So breathing in and out. Deep breath in. Breathing out. and breathing in. As you breathe out, we're slowly going to roll that back down. See if you can do that one vertebrae at a time. So again, this is where the movement of the spine comes in. Just gently come all the way down. So when I began to practice yoga, when I lowered my back, I could move it halfway down, then it kind of clunk right down. But gradually I really learned to move that spine. But everyone's different. People's flexibility, movement is very, very different. That's why you should never compare yourself to anybody else because we're all made differently. We're all put together differently. Different bones, different muscles. Okay. Now we're going to do that one again. So again, if your feet have moved away from your bottom, just bring them closer together. And we're going to come up again on that breath in. So arms down. Okay. And then slowly breathe in, lifting up as high as you can. Maybe tucking those shoulders under, come up a little higher. Push those feet in, use those legs here. 3 breaths, so breathing in and out. Deep breath in and out. And breathing in and breathe out slowly and carefully. Each vertebrae, one at a time. Come all the way. Then you can draw the knees in. Hands on knees, just doing some circles here, one direction, just gently, and then the other. So again, just massaging that back. And then just bring, and then we'll come up, and I'll tell you where we're going. So, our last full pose is the inversion. Do you remember we practiced it with our legs up against the wall? Or you can just do that. Or against the wall with the legs resting against the wall. I am going to do the half shoulder stand. And I will also show you a full shoulder stand. If you just want to sit against the wall, legs up, that's great. If you want to try the half shoulder stand, we rock the knees in, elbows are down, and your bottom is resting in your hands. So the legs are kind of over your head, okay? So that is half shoulder stand. If you want to try that one, keeping the elbows on the floor and the legs over the head, okay? Now there is the option of full shoulder stands. This is where it gets interesting, where you straighten the legs up and you just walk the hands down the back. We straighten the legs up, mindful of your neck here, taking the legs all the way up. If you can, straighten up. How's that one? And breathe 3 breaths. So you can stay here for 3 breaths, half shoulder stand for 3 breaths, or the legs against the wall. So breathing in, breathing out. Deep breath in and out. And deep breath in and out. Now to come out, bend the knees carefully now. We don't fall out of the back, this shoulder stand. You bring the knees into forehead and you can gradually bring your back down carefully. Roll that down. Bring your feet down carefully, just not falling out of any of these inversions or any of the balances. Carefully come out as carefully as you go in. And we just come up. And now you can have relaxation. So again, in the last class, we had Shavasana. We had the feet on the mat, knees together, or you can sit. So you lie down on your mat. If you're in Shavasana, palms are up. Okay. And just close your eyes. Relax and let go. Soften your face, the eyebrow center. Let go of all tension. This can be one of the hardest things to do. Truly let go, quieting the mind, relaxing. So taking your focus to your breath, breathing in and out. With every exhale, let go a little more. Deepen your response to your relaxation. Imagine you're relaxing everything, even your heart, your liver, your kidneys, your lungs, your skin. Arms and legs heavy. Your breath is deepening now. I want to take some sighing breaths. So you're at home, you can make as much noise as you want, but really sigh out. So we take a deep breath in. Really sigh all tension away. Deep breath in. And deep breath in. Letting go completely of all tension. As I always say, it could be mental, physical, emotional. Your body can hold a lot of tension. Sometimes you're not even aware of it until you let that go. So, if you've got any, if you haven't, you've got nothing at all, just imagine you're letting go. And keep that lovely, deep, even breath now. Breathing in and out. Breathing in. Breathing out. And breathing in and out. When you're ready, you're still lying on your mat, you just gently move fingers and toes. And maybe stretch the arms back. Stretching, yawning, pointing toes, stretch back, really stretch out. And maybe drawing the knees in towards your chest. You can hug those knees in or just gently rock from side just to massage any tension. If there's anything you might be feeling it from those stretches and movements in your lower back. Just hugging the knees in. And without rushing, you can rock to one side and make your way to a seated position. And just coming like this, legs out, any comfortable seated position. And as we did in the last practice, hands to your heart center. So this is just an acknowledgement from teacher to student. It's also a greeting. Namaste. Touching forehead. Namaste. Touching lips. And namaste to your heart center. Namaste. And hopefully you enjoyed that class. Hopefully you did. And then we'll combine everything together in the next one. Thank you.